You might know it as overnight oats, but I call it BIRCHERMÜESLI. It's a fantastic take it with you to work breakfast, and you can make it in minutes. Join me and let's see how it's done. Jason, do you know what overnight oats are?
I do.
How do you know what overnight oats are?
We were in the south of France last spring, and you made it for the group, traveling group,
right.
and it was so well received they requested it a second time.
Yeah, so it really is delicious. I know it as BIRCHERMÜESLI. Now, this is something that I would have been doing 28 years ago, I guess, mid-90s in Switzerland when I was apprenticing there. And it was always on our breakfast buffet. And it's a calorie bomb that was often made with cream and things like that. But I have sort of adapted it, and the overnight oats world has adapted it using healthier ingredients, such as low-fat Greek yogurt, oat milk instead of cream, etc. So what I love about this is it's really fast. You can make quite a large quantity of it and eat it throughout the week. You can make it in little individual mason jars and take it to work with you. But it's also very versatile. You can put different fruit in it. You can change it up. You can use honey one day, maple syrup the next, brown sugar the next, or nothing at all. You can mash up bananas, applesauce. You can do absolutely anything with it. But the key is that the base recipe is 2 parts rolled oats, 1 part yogurt, and 1 part dairy product or juice of some nature. I like oat milk. So start to finish, this is how we're going to do this, okay? There's my 2 cups of rolled oats. 1 cup of Greek yogurt. This happens to be 0%, but whatever you have is fine. You can use vanilla flavor, or you can use plain. That's great. This is oat milk, 1 cup. So 2, 1, 1. So there's our base ratio. Now after this, everything is sort of up for grabs. I like cinnamon, nice healthy cinnamon. I like to sweeten with maple syrup. I do like honey, but I'm a maple junkie, so I'm from Canada, so there you go. So that's a 1/4 cup, okay? Now we get into a key ingredient in BIRCHERMÜESLI, especially are apples. So these happen to be Honey Crisp, that's what we have. And these are rather small, so I'm gonna put 2 in. I'm not peeling them, I just washed them. And I'm gonna do peel and all, 2 apples right into this base. And this is that fiber and nutrition and it also acts to help sweeten it. Obviously the maple syrup sweetens it, but the apple does a little job too. And it gives little flecks of red, it's really pretty. All right. I just thought it would go right into the bowl. I've minimized the mess here. I'm fairly happy with that.
You're doing pretty well.
Yeah, all right. So there we have it. So 2 small apples or 1 big one, that works. Now, what else do we put in here? Usually there's slivered almonds in a BIRCHERMÜESLI. So I got a 1/4 cup of slivered almonds. I like sunflower seeds, so I'm gonna put some sunflower seeds in there. I love raisins in it. In goes a 1/2 cup of raisins, just because I like them. And now the fruit. So this is what you do. It's always about what you have in your fridge you don't wanna waste. So I had some blackberries that, you know what, they're 7 days old. They're not moldy, they're just a little shrivelly. I'm going to use them. So there they go. I do have some raspberries. In the middle of winter, raspberries for me they taste good. Like the quality of raspberries in the middle of winter are actually pretty good, but other fruit tends to suffer. So I'm going to go in with that. I saved some of those to garnish the top. And then I had some frozen high bush blueberries from Nova Scotia down the Annapolis Valley. They were in our freezer, so I'm just going to put those in. So that is everything. And now all we do is mix thoroughly. And we're gonna let this rest in our fridge overnight. And I happen to be prepared enough that we already have one. So we're gonna mix this really well, cover it in cling film, that's important. And all of that beautiful dairy, yogurt, and even some of the fruit juices that will sort of seep out will hydrate that oatmeal, and we will have a beautiful, almost porridge consistency, fruit sweetened breakfast tomorrow morning.
This is one of these meals that really stick with you.
Yeah, and you don't have to feel guilty about eating it either. It's really healthy, and again versatile. So you can make it taste however you want. Another great thing, tinned pineapple in that is killer good. So, just gonna cling film over the top. See if I can do this without making a mess. All right, did that, nice tight, boom. Okay, so now into the fridge that goes until tomorrow morning. We'll see what we can do with it. So here it is the next morning, okay? Now, I realized I didn't put any raspberries in this base recipe, but that's okay. I've got fresh raspberries to garnish. So this is the consistency. It's beautiful, it's rich, it's slightly sweet, and now we get to even garnish it up in a couple of different ways. And I want to show you how I would do it if I was doing, say, a brunch or sort of for a family style meal or an individual portion. So lovely, beautiful. Probably gonna make a bit of a mess here because I'm rushing. Not supposed to rush, but what do we say? Many times we film our mistakes here, right?
That's right.
Okay, almost done. Pile that up. Now this is definitely, 4, maybe even 6 portions. Okay, and now I'll do an individual one over on this side. Very nice. And I guess we'll put some more in there. So there's our base. Now what would you like to put? I'm looking for some color here for sure. I have to get a towel somewhere and wipe that rim off. It's driving me crazy. All right.
There we go.
So raspberries, put a few around, put a few on top. I definitely have some, I wish I had mint. I usually do have mint out back, but again, it's winter, so I don't have it right now. I've got some apple here. We can just do sort of a little fan of apple on either side. And I even got some strawberries, so we'll put a few of those around just to make it look beautiful and pretty. These are Ontario greenhouse, so they're pretty decent actually. So if I'm using them all, I don't have, I'll save one piece for this little one over here. All right, and now garnish this up, a couple of raspberries, nice little piece of strawberry, little fan of apple, okay. And if you like, you can sort of, little color contrast, a little drizzle of maple syrup over the whole thing like that, sweeten it up slightly. You can skip that. It's more or less just for color. It's quite sweet on its own. And there you have it. There is a nice presentation for morning. Just imagine beautiful little mint leaves sticking out there. It's missing that, but besides that, use your imagination. That's BIRCHERMÜESLI. That's what I ate that for breakfast 5 days a week in Switzerland when I was apprenticing there. Again, you can make this in a dish, Tupperware, take it to work, garnish it any way you want. It's super versatile, super healthy. Give it a try.